With 4 games to go, promotion is in our hands. Welcome to episode 97 of Regen Rovers, the first of 2 promotion run-ins at the end of this season. Quite remarkably, we are 4 points clear of 3rd place going into these last 4 games. So we feasibly could get promoted in these 2 matches today. I kind of feel that's unlikely and tempting fate to think that, because it's been a bit of a struggle the second half of the season. But fortunately for the majority of the teams in the top half of the table, it's been a struggle as well. It's just been such a strangely close season this year. To be in second place with 70 points with 4 games to go is just unheard of in a way. We should be on 80 points really by now. Last season, the second place team did actually get 78 points. The most we could get is 82. I can't imagine we're going to get 82. I suppose last season that was quite a low tally to finish second. That was a close season as well, thinking about it. But most seasons, you need 80 points, 84 points in 2023 to get promoted, 84 the previous year. It's usually plus 80 to get promoted. And we could even lose our last 4 games and still get promoted if results went our way. Anyway, I'm rambling. You can see we've had this really weird unbeaten run. We've not lost a league game since the Middlesbrough match. And we're taking on Middlesbrough today. So we've gone from Middlesbrough to Middlesbrough, unbeaten in the league. I've been playing around with the tactics for this second half of the season. And it's kind of worked, sort of, because we've been hard to beat. We've returned to the old Regen Rovers style of being really hard to beat. That was crucial in the early days of Regen Rovers. We were good at keeping clean sheets, grinding out results, and that's what we've done over the past few weeks. In the last episode then, we drew against Luton and drew against Exeter, and we've played for only 4 games since then in the build up to this run-in, and we've won 2 and we've drawn 2. It's been odd considering I've fiddled around with the tactics. We returned to like the 4-3-3 briefly, and now I've been playing wingers and it's been effective. I'm a tinker man, I know, but it's actually almost got us over the line, and perhaps today we can manage it. So we actually managed to beat Bradford City away from home despite being pummeled. Shots flying in on Fukuchar's goal. They only had 1 clear-cut chance. They had 4 half chances and we held them out. Defensively, Jonathan Edwards has been a star over the last few games. He's come into the first team, the 20-year-old Welshman, and been brilliant alongside Gerard Fisher. His dad's an Olympic champion, but Jonathan Edwards is playing for Regen Rovers in League One. Lee Orford got the winning goal late on in the game, 83rd minute. Crucial 3 points for us. Ollie Barber played it through to Patrick Dibber, lovely little through ball, and a great finish from Lee Orford for his 4th goal of the season. He's been on the periphery of the first team for a couple of years now, been exceptional for the under-23s, and at times he's done a job for the first team when our strikers have been unable to find the back of the net. We did actually go with the 4-3-3 today, and it worked. We just about got a result. Against Swindon Town though, we only drew at home. Lariada with 2 goals. They did go 2-0 up, and it was a really good effort to get back into this game and claim 1 point. 2 assists from Craig Palmer, our top goal scorer, and 2 goals from Lariada. It's good to see him getting on the score sheet once again. Nice little pass from Palmer. Good finish from Mr. Lariada. And then in the 86th minute, he got us our equaliser very late on in the game. I'd been pushing for the rest of the game, and Palmer, and it was a simple finish because the defence had vanished. I don't know what they were doing when they're 2-1 up with 5 minutes to go. But I'm not complaining. That was his 13th goal of the season as well. Portsmouth was a boring 0-0 draw away from home. We were trying to hold on to this, and we went... we didn't start this way, I don't think. Or maybe I did. Did I start Drury and Palm on the wings? I don't think so. I think I was getting punished by Portsmouth in the first half, so I pulled the strikers out wide to protect the fullbacks, and it did its job because Stephen Dean got a 7.5 at right back. Gerard Fisher, man of the match in the middle. Booty, not being great, 6.5 at left back. He was actually captain today, strangely enough, because Dibber wasn't playing, Danny Vire wasn't playing, and Booty's actually got okay leadership, 14 on leadership. And we scraped an important 0-0 draw away from home. that worked well defensively against Portsmouth, so I started with the 4-3-2-1 with wingers in this match against Scunthorpe United. And Bogey, our left winger on loan from Chesterfield, actually managed to get an assist, as did Johnny Collins, our young defensive midfielder playing in the middle alongside Garber and Barber today. Spencer Drury got an equaliser. They took the lead in the 9th minute, and Spencer Drury in the 19th minute got a goal. He's had a really harsh injury hit season. He's been unfortunate, but he's still managed to get a few goals for us. That was a good finish for his 11th goal? Yeah, 11th goal of the season. And Craig Palmer finally managed to get a goal for the first time in a long time. Arthur Owusu, lovely ball through to Bogey, good cross in, and Palmer with the easiest of finishes at the back post, finally getting his 20th goal of the season. I'm pleased for him. Doesn't look like he's going to break Spencer Drury's goal scoring record, unless he can score 5 goals in the last 4 games. So that's what I'm going with for these last 4 games. At the moment, it could obviously change, you know what I'm like. But for now, we're going to play Spencer Drury up front by himself, our best striker in the team. Obviously, Palmer is top goal scorer. He's not been in brilliant goal scoring form, apart from scoring in the last game. We're going with Spencer Drury. Palmer's on the bench as an option. We've also got Arthur Owusu and Uda. But we're going with Bogey, who got an assist. And Owen Hogg, on loan from Manchester United, is playing on the right wing. He prefers to play right midfield, but he's going to have to play on the right wing in this tactic. We've also got Gerard Finlay, our Northern Irish left midfielder, who can come on as well. This is a massive game against Middlesbrough. They've beaten us once this season, when we went down to 9 men, remember. They are aiming to try and come within 3 points of us by winning this. They've had a bit of a late charge for the playoffs, and they're doing really well at the moment. But hopefully the likes of Fook, Char, Stephen Dean, Fisher, Edwards, Booty, Garber, Barber, Holland, Hogg, Bogey and Drury will be enough to get some sort of result against Middlesbrough. And on the bench we've got Sibzelis, Green, Finlay, Collins, Palmer, Arthur Owusu. I know you keep sort of pointing out that I like saying that name. It is great. Francis Arthur Owusu, what a name. And Larry Udder as well is on the bench. Dibber is unfortunately injured, by the way. I don't know how long he's been injured for, but he's still got 2 weeks out. Danny Bye is out for 2 more weeks. And Josh Miller, new signing in January, is out for 8 to 11 days. McGugan misses out on the bench. He hasn't scored for ages. It hasn't really been his year. I thought it would be, but maybe next year will be. Whether we're in the Championship or League One, I think at some point he'll be good. I've just noticed, you can sort of see, he looks like he's bald on the back of his head. In the early days of Regen Rovers, I tinkered so much, didn't I? But I've been pretty good at keeping the same tactic for the last 3 years. But it's just got to the stage where it wasn't working. I've had to just really use all my tactical ability to grind out results. We've just about scrabbled enough points together for it to be in our hands for this run-in towards the end of the season. But next season, whether we're in this division or in the Championship, I will try and find something consistent that will work. If we go up, it's going to have to be some sort of defensive thing, I think. Or we revert back to just accepting that we're going to concede loads of goals and hope that my strikers can score lots of goals. I don't know. The Championship will be incredibly hard. We're playing way above our level in League One, remember. We should be in the relegation zone according to the game. The players are sort of average compared to the rest of the league. So I would say realistically we're a mid-table League One team. But we're exceeding expectations. And if we were to go up, I just fear that it would just be too much for us, and we will have to spend some of that transfer budget that we do have, and maybe it would go up as well if we go up to the Championship. Anyway, here we are on the attack. Ollie Barber back to Jonathan Edwards. He's been brilliant lately. He's played it into Luke Holland, who's played it to Barber. This is nice possession football from us. Mohamed Garber. Edwards over the top for Bogey. Puts it in. Spencer Drury. Glenn Bogey was offside. That's annoying. That was a beautiful bit of movement from us. And Drury's denied a goal. Currently 4 points clear of Luton Town as it stands. Still, that playoff thing? The playoffs are very close at the moment. Booty has picked up a bruised rib. I think he can stay on with a bruised rib. Booty heads that away, and here come Middlesbrough at the end of the first half. But Holland does really well, and Spencer Drury, with his pace, he's got no support. He's been tackled. He can't dribble, remember. He relies on his pace to beat defenders. But Edwards does really well there. Drury went well. Here's Garber. There's still a possibility of a goal before half-time. Luke Holland, Garber, plays it into Ollie Barber. Finds Spencer Drury, who gets his goal this time. 1-0. Brilliant play from us. His 12th goal of the season. That was enjoyable, I must say. So at half-time, we're 1-0 up away from home. Do I take Booty off and bring on Tim Green to play left back? I think he can play on with a bruised rib. He might miss a few games with it, I don't know. We'll keep him on for now, and let's just do what we were doing. I've got it in direct football, but we've been passing it around beautifully. Chance for Middlesbrough to get back into this then. Here they come. It's going to be a shot. Looks like it. It's a goal. It's 1-1. Their first effort, really, that we've seen. And well, it is their first effort that we've seen. But we're actually 5 points clear as it stands because of other results. But if Middlesbrough get another goal, we'll only be 3 points clear, remember, because they are the team that can catch us up with a result today. Come on, guys, win this back. Oh, Hogg does really well. I don't know what he was doing there. Here's Drury, he's through, and it's wide. It was a half chance, and he was unable to take it. I'm going to take Bogey off. We're going to throw on Gerard Finlay. He can't really play on the wing, but we're going to play him there anyway. And Luke Holland will come off for Johnny Collins. Just put some fresh legs onto the pitch. 15 minutes to go. Tempted to throw on another striker. Maybe fresh legs for Drury. So bring on Craig Palmer up front. Play him as the advance forward. And we could just... What do we do? Exploit the flanks. Get the ball to Finlay and Hogg. Try and get the crosses into Craig Palmer to get on the end of, maybe? Let's see. We've been very fortunate with a lot of results going our way. Somehow we're in second place, and I don't really understand how. But we are, and we can't complain about that. We've not had the best of times, but we are unbeaten in a hell of a lot of games, and thought that was going to be a last gasp opportunity, but it wasn't, unfortunately. Stephen Dean heads that out of play. A 1-1 result seems fair, and I'm happy with that. As long as results have gone our way. Let's have a look. Some positives there for sure. And everyone looks extremely delighted. Oh, Luton did manage to get a draw in the end. So we're still only 4 points clear. If we win this game and results go our way, we can... Can we guarantee promotion? I suppose theoretically we could. But it would rely on quite a few results going our way. There's just been a lot of draws, I think, lately. Booty's out for 2 to 3 days. That's okay. Let's just have a look at the table then. So yeah, 4 points clear of Luton, 5 clear of Preston, 6 clear of Middlesbrough and Bradford, and Coventry. It is so close. I mean, realistically, I suppose Brentford still have an opportunity of getting into the playoffs. Shrewsbury do mathematically, as do Wickham, I guess. They're 9 points clear. If results really went their way, they could get in. It's crazy. And Blackburn is still only 5 points clear of us. We could still win the title. Oh, Christian Marlowe's decided to leave the club. The legend. He is a legend of the club. But that is a surprise. He's been on a non-contract since that time when he wanted over £1,000 a week to stay. And he's been playing for the under-23s this season. It doesn't actually show for some reason, but he was playing for the under-23s. And he's finally decided to leave. But he is a legend. He's been here since the fourth season. He played 215 league games for us, scored 20 goals, 17 assists. A decent average rating in those first 3 seasons in particular. And in his penultimate season actually as well. He was loyal for a few years and did a good job. I know some of you said I should have properly kept him, but he wanted too much money for how good he actually is. And I guess he's just decided to move on in his career. Whether he'll find a club or retire, we shall find out. We'll just follow him to see what happens to him. Goodbye, Christian. So then, Peterborough United at home at the Regen Rovers Stadium. And that brings me on to Paul's big day out. I've been to Peterborough a couple times for a meeting, and I think I went to the outskirts of Peterborough to do some sort of shop visit with my job. But I've not really seen Peterborough in that social side of life to be able to do it as a big day out. So I've gone for Stamford, which is about 13 miles away, just over the border in Lincolnshire. Beautiful little town. I've been there 3 or 4 times actually, a couple times with work, but I did actually get to see Stamford properly. And I stayed the night in Stamford about, well, almost 4 years ago now actually. Time flies. So it's just a really nice place. all the buildings look quite similar. They're all built from the same sort of stone. There's a bit of history there. It just seems like a proper English place. Anyway, I'm blabbering here. It's a nice town. End of. Go there. If you happen to be in the area, pop in. If you're on the way down or on the way up somewhere, and it's sort of, it's a good stopping point, I guess. So yeah, definitely would recommend going there. So this game against Peterborough, I think we might as well stick with the same team. It did a decent job against Middlesbrough, what we required. Hogg and Bogey weren't particularly effective, but I do believe their crossing ability can get give some opportunities to Drury up front. And Peterborough do like to play this formation, and the reason why I started playing this formation a couple games ago is because we were getting destroyed by wingers, as we know. This kind of negates that issue a little bit. It's preventing them from destroying us down the wings quite as much. The main problem we have against Peterborough United is we've never beaten them. They've beaten us 3 out of 3 times. They are a team in the bottom half of the table, but the fact we've lost 3 times does not bode well for this match, does it? Filing my nails, filing my nails. Do, 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 do. I'm ready. 5 points behind Blackburn, 4 ahead of Luton. We could get promoted in this match. We probably won't. I think it's going to go to the last 2 games. I'm going to send my assistant to that one. Their key man up front is Graham Campbell, a regen. Good first touch. He's pacey. He's composed. Could cause us serious problems. Let's hope he doesn't, though. We want Fisher and Edwards to put in a stoic performance at the back to prevent any problems from their front 3 or 4 players. And anyone else that comes our way. Let's owe Peterborough after what happened last time. Let's ask Spencer Drury to... I have the faith. I have the faith in him. My lord, Spencer Drury. Let's do this. I'm pumped. I'm excited. We've got to the stage where we could get promoted to the Championship. Let's get excited, guys. Stephen Dean plays a free kick into Ollie Barber, who feeds it through to Bogey. Bogey, what's he going to do? Oh no, it's not an effort on goal. Booty does well. He's recovered from his rib problem, and he's ready for this game. And Bogey scores 1-0. The man on loan from Chesterfield, who I think are in the bottom 4 of League One. He couldn't get a game there. He's come to Regen Rovers. He could be a hero. That goal could be massive for our promotion campaign. A lovely finish from the angle, and we're 1-0 up early on in this game, but Ollie Barber has picked up a back strain. What do I do, actually? Who's going to play in the middle as the advanced playmaker? I suppose Garber can play there, and Johnny Collins could play there, and then we could just play 2 defensive central midfielders. Let's go for that. Okay, Ollie Barber, possible candidate for player of the season, actually. I don't know, there's no standout player this year, apart from maybe Craig Palmer. I suppose he realistically should win player of the season, but no one else has really stood out this year. Edwards has towards the end of the season, and despite only playing maybe a third of the games, perhaps he's a candidate as well. Stephen Dean, his first free kick goal of the season. He finally gets one. He scored 5 last year. That's his 2nd goal of the season, but the first one was from open play, of course. It's another free kick from our Northern Irish maestro. He's back. Stephen Dean is back. I'm pleased about that. And we're 2-0 up. Hogg takes a corner. And here's Fisher. Here's Bogey. That was a hack. But Garber with a beautiful finish, curling it into the top right-hand corner. And he's gone over to the Snake Pit, who are jubilant because we're 3-0 up against a team that has beaten us 3 times out of 3. I thought it was maybe it'd be a penalty, but Mohamed Garber didn't care. He's curled that beautifully into the top right-hand corner. He's been pretty consistent this year, actually. Not an amazing average rating over the whole season, but he's been important for us. And certainly he's turned into a decent player after, at one point, I thought it'd fizzle out at Brentford, but he's come back here and he's done well. Very happy with that first half. There's nothing to complain about. Spencer Drury's actually the poorest player on the pitch for us. But it doesn't really matter. Here's Bogey charging forwards at the start of the second half. I think this highlight will probably just fizzle out unless Peterborough come forwards and get back into this. No, good. We're 5 points clear with 2 games to go. We're so close to promotion. So close. Don't think it's going to happen today. We need quite a few results to go our way. but hopefully we can confirm it in episode 98. I'm going to take Spencer Drury off. It's not been his day. We will put top goal scorer Craig Palmer on the pitch, and I'm also going to take Owen Hogg off. No, wait. I want Arthur Owusu can sort of play. Oh, he can play right midfield. He can't play right wing though. What do we do with the drunken sailor? I don't know. Let's just bring Craig Palmer on for now. Nothing much has happened in the second half. In fact, there's not been that many chances in the. We've had one half chance and we're 3-0 up. We've been clinical. Here goes Bogey again. He's racing down the left. He's done brilliantly. Oh, he's still going. What a run! Oh, that would have been an incredible goal. One of the best Regen Rovers goals ever. He'd have written himself into the history books with that strike. We're going to bring Francis Arthur Owusu. Oh, he can play right wing all right. He's coming on for Hogg. That's how it goes. 5 minutes to go. We're 4 points clear of Luton still, so I assume they've managed to win. So it's certainly not over yet with 2 games to go, but we're in a very good position. Bogey, brilliant ball out wide to Francis Arthur Owusu, and Palmer gets his 21st goal of the season. It's a cracking cross and an assist from Arthur Owusu, and a nice finish. Oh, it's good to see Craig Palmer scoring again. Great ball in with his left foot, and then at the near post, he just volleys it into the corner. 30 seconds to go. Is there a consolation goal here? Headed away, Luke Holland. Maybe we can get a 5th. Francis Arthur Owusu running clear, but he's easily tackled. But Fisher clears that up, and 10 seconds to go. This has been our best win of the season. Suddenly we've turned it on. Is this the tactic of the future for Regen Rovers? One up front with wingers. Maybe. Excellent stuff. The fans will be chuffed. I'm sure you are. Hit that like button if you're chuffed, guys. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, look at that. We've guaranteed a playoff place with 2 points. We could still win the league. We're 2 points behind Blackburn. Chesterfield, who Bogey's come on loan from, have been relegated, and everything is swimmingly beautiful. We've got Ipswich away from home in the next episode, and Accrington Stanley. Can we win the league? Can we get automatic promotion, or will it be playoffs again for us? Tune in tomorrow for that episode. Yeah. I'm excited. See ya.